The State Minister for Kampala Affairs, Benny Namugwanya, presented the contentious KCCA Amendment Bill to a packed council meeting at City Hall. She suggested a 30% salary increment for urban division councillors and a 20% increment for the Lord Mayor, division mayors and their deputies.
The bill seeks to address the lacuna in the current law.
Namugwanya says councillors have persistently been demanding for a pay rise.
Whether you like it or not, they demand for it, and we feel the fact that we are even a devolving function. These people need an additional allowance to make sure that they carry out oversight.
When the Lord Mayor, Arias Lukwago, called for a session to discuss the KCCA bill, urban division councillors who were sitting in the gallery disrupted their colleagues who were making the presentation, bringing the whole discussion to a halt.
And I'm warning you, proceed, Councillor. Councillor Doreen Sabukat, proceed.
We should adjourn this meeting to another day and then invite members, so that members, your worship, members need to respect the decorum of this house.
Minister, for that matter, I respect your position, I respect your submission, but I'm constrained to have these proceedings adjourned, terminated.
Majority of the members in the KCCA session are of opposition nature, which implies that if the bill is brought back, they may reject it. But now that it is in Parliament, where the ruling party are of the majority nature, then they may pass it into law. But now the increment of the salary emoluments has actually brought more divisions than ever before. A KCCA division councillor currently earns 3.5 million Ugandan shillings. If a 30% increment is approved, they will be earning a salary of 4.5 plus a sitting allowance of 200,000 Ugandan shillings and a transport allowance of 100,000 Ugandan shillings. Authority councillors currently earn 3.4 million Ugandan shillings by month. They will be earning 4.4 million Ugandan shillings, a sitting allowance of 200,000 Ugandan shillings and transport allowance of 100,000 Ugandan shillings if their pay is increased by 30%. Deputy Division Mayor gets 8.2 million and that will increase to 9.8 million Ugandan shillings if their salaries increase by 20%. Division Mayors will earn 10.7 million Ugandan shillings and that will increase to 12.9 million. Deputy Lord Mayors earn 11.5 million, which will increase to 13.8 million. The Lord Mayor earns 16 million, and when the 20% increment is added, he will earn 19.2 million.
I think just like many of us believe that it is a stupid bill, we believe she shares the same view with us. That is why instead of discussing the bill in the authority, the minister was talking about salary enhancement.
It is either politics at play or someone is not being honest with the people of Kampala who voted for us. I think it is high time that we came up with reality. The government, central government is not opposition, but the leadership at State Hall is opposition. And
to me, that's how I see it. It talks about the separation of powers. This salary increment just comes in as a by the way, but it majorly talks about separation of powers.
Members of Parliament representing constituents in Kampala all had their opinions regarding the bill, with most bent towards rejecting it.
Another angle of this bill, he has brought so many new issues which weren't in the first proposed amendment bill of Kampala Capital City Authority.
So they should not be hoodwinked into believing they are getting powers. They are just being detached from the center such that the central government can easily take over Kampala. We are not going to accept.
In 2015, the bill was introduced at a time when the political atmosphere was tense ahead of the elections. It was consequently shelved and has now been brought back with new proposals to devolve the functions of urban division councillors, raise their salaries and separate powers of leaders within KCCA. While the divisions grow deeper at City Hall, Kampala residents may have to wait longer for the delivery of social services by the authority. Andrew Arinitwe, NTV, Kampala.